Princess Leonor's return from sea, inside her stunning 5-month naval voyage. For 5 long months, the world has waited, refreshing royal news feeds, scanning every naval update, and clinging to every tiny rumor from the Atlantic. And now, at last, Princess Leonor of Spain has returned from her demanding naval voyage, stepping onto port with a poise and confidence that left even seasoned officers in awe. But what really happened during her time at sea? How did she transform from Europe's golden royal teen into a steel-willed future monarch shaped by salt, storms, and discipline? Settle in, because what unfolded on that ship is far more extraordinary than anyone expected. A historic voyage for a future queen. Princess Leonor's naval deployment aboard the training ship Juan Sebastián de Elcano was not a symbolic PR moment, it was a full, rigorous military voyage identical to what any other midshipman would endure. As the future Queen of Spain, Leonor is expected to combine tradition, responsibility, and modernity, and the Spanish Royal Navy made sure she experienced all three in their most demanding form. The 5-month mission stretched across thousands of nautical miles, touching continents, crossing climate zones, and pushing every cadet to their physical and mental limits. For Leonor, it became both a crucible and a revelation. The grueling routine, Leonor's life at sea. From the moment the ship left port, Leonor's royal status ceased to matter. She woke at dawn, trained with her unit, cleaned her assigned sections of the ship, and stood night watch, sometimes in rain, sometimes in cold, and sometimes in waters eerily still and moonlit. Her daily schedule included navigation drills at sunrise, physical conditioning on deck, sail management, including the notoriously difficult rigging climbs, night shifts monitoring the ship's course, study blocks covering naval strategy, seamanship, meteorology, and emergency protocols. Officers later admitted that she never requested exceptions. She ate the same meals, did the same work, and endured the same storms as every other cadet. Some even reported that the princess became one of the most reliable members during turbulent nights. Storms, silence, and the moment that changed everything. Halfway through the voyage, the ship encountered a severe Atlantic storm, towering waves, violent winds, and visibility reduced to near zero. For many cadets, it was the worst night of their young naval careers. Witnesses say Leonor was soaked, exhausted, and clinging to the ropes with trembling arms, but she refused to retreat below deck. At one point, a cadet slipped during the chaos, and Leonor was one of the first to help secure him. It was a terrifying moment, yet it also marked the instant she reportedly earned the deep, enduring respect of the entire crew. By dawn, the storm had passed, and a new version of Leonor had emerged. Far from cameras, Leonor found herself. Unlike royal galas, state dinners, or ceremonial events, naval life offers no spotlight, only raw challenges. Far from cameras, Leonor learned to live with solitude, fatigue, and responsibility. She journaled daily, often sitting on the boat during calm afternoons. Officers say she became deeply reflective, writing about leadership, identity, and the future of Spain itself. Her entries reportedly covered everything from feeling homesick to dreaming about the kind of queen she hopes to become: steady, courageous, modern, and connected to her people. She also proved to have a natural talent for navigation, surprising several instructors with her coordination and quick instincts. Encounters across the world. The princess on foreign shores. During the voyage, the training ship made stops in historical ports, giving cadets the opportunity to explore new cultures. In these visits, Leonor did not travel as a royal but as a student, wearing her uniform, carrying her own pack, blending in with fellow cadets. Locals who recognized her were struck by her grace and humility. She shook hands, spoke Spanish and English with ease, and often paused for brief conversations with children who approached her shyly. Each stop allowed her to see different political systems, maritime traditions, and cultural dynamics, insights she will carry into her future reign. Friendships forged under salt and sun. Life on a ship compresses time. Bonds that might take years on land form within weeks. Leonor became especially close with a small group of cadets after long nights of shared watches and early morning routines. They studied together, laughed during rare downtime, and supported each other when the physical challenges pushed them to the brink. One cadet mentioned that despite her status, she never acted like she was above the rest of us. She worked harder, if anything. These friendships, genuine, unfiltered, and shaped by hardship, are expected to remain lifelong. Return to port. A princess transformed. When Princess Leonor finally stepped off the ship at the end of her 5-month journey, onlookers immediately noticed the change. Her posture was straighter, her expression more mature, and her confidence unmistakable. She wore her naval uniform with pride, and the sun-browned skin and subtle calluses on her hands hinted at the labor and discipline she had endured. Her parents, King Felipe and Queen Letizia, greeted her with a mixture of pride and emotion. Her sister, Infanta Sofia, reportedly whispered, "You look so strong," before hugging her tightly. This return wasn't just the end of a voyage, it was the unveiling of a future queen forged at sea. Why this voyage matters for her future reign. European monarchies are evolving, and so must their heirs. Leonor's naval training signals three things. She is being prepared as a hands-on, resilient leader, not a ceremonial figurehead. She embodies discipline and service, aligning with the modern expectations of Spain's youth. She understands the weight of responsibility, not through privilege, but through lived experience. This voyage wasn't simply a military requirement, it was her first true test as the future monarch of Spain. What comes next for Princess Leonor? With her naval phase completed, Leonor is set to continue her military training across the Army and Air Force. If her time at sea is any indication, she will approach the next chapters with the same determination that impressed the entire naval crew. But one thing is certain. Spain, and the world, now sees Princess Leonor not just as a royal figure, but as a leader in the making.